Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Hi, Frank Murphy here. Delighted to be talking with Derrick Furlow, a Vol for Life, and all about this great book. What's next? We're talking about sports, life, business. Derrick, hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Frank. Good to be here.
Now, I got to admit, the first time I met you was in your role as inspirational speaker, because that is something. When you see Derrick Furlow hop up in front of a crowd and get us all fired up.
I appreciate that, Frank. It's always a privilege and an honor when you get a chance to be in front of people. Because
I guess technically I watched TV and there was number 6.
Yeah,
that was you.
Football is a little different. You know, you're not necessarily. It's more entertainment, and people giving time because they committed to watching the game. But when they come to a particular event, and they commit their time, you got to make sure you have something that's relevant for them to hear,
right?
And something they can take away. So you definitely don't take that lightly.
Now, in your book and on your website, you do talk about this connection of sports, life, and business, because the lessons of sport help you in life.
Yes.
And obviously in business, because if you have that competitive edge in sports, you can take that and translate it into the real world.
Yeah, I believe there are definitely so many intangible, transferable skills that you can learn from sports.
Yeah.
However, it's not necessarily taught. So with that being said, I noticed it's never been a classroom or a course or a book that teaches you those things, and so many people play sports.
There needs to be.
So that's why I created Sports Life Business, What's Next, How to Transition Like a Champion.
Yeah. All right, so let's take one of those lessons that you, you played football, high school, college, and then in the indoor league professionally, so you've been at extremely high levels of the game. So what's an example of a lesson from the book that you could apply first to life, and then we'll do one for business?
So I'm gonna go with a basic one because it's a lot of people that can apply this. So growing up, we moved around a lot as a kid, so I had to become good at making friends really fast. Then as I started playing sports, I had so many different guys that I played with from so many different backgrounds, so you had to learn how to get along and make friends with your teammates, the glue in jail together.
That's like Remember the Titans.
Right. So then I get into the workspace and I had to start making friends as far as being in sales. I had to make friends, make them like me, trust me, to do business with me.
Exactly.
So when you're young, you call it making friends, but as you grow older, they call it networking.
Same thing.
Same concept.
Genius. All right.
I just realized it, but everybody can realize it, but it's not necessarily taught. So this format is designed to help you take those tangible things that you do on a regular basis, whether it's from playing sports or that you watch in sports, and show you how you can apply it in your life and in your business to get that unfair advantage.
Because in any team sport, you can't win unless your teammates also are going to win.
Yep.
So you have to be able to communicate with one another. You have to be able to have each other's back.
They got to like you. If they don't like you, or at least respect you, they ain't gonna play for you, and then you got a whole other problem.
Right.
So it's the same thing from a kid to sports to in the business world. But that was one of the fundamental principles or just lessons that I knew early on that I understood was not necessarily taught, and a lot of people can miss it. However, if you can take that one trait or one transferable skill, it can benefit you so much.
Well, I think about the famous professional sports guys that I enjoyed watching throughout my life, and I can think of many of them who went on to extremely successful businesses.
Yes.
Whether it be Hank Aaron or Cal Ripken in the baseball world, or in there's dozens in football too. I remember growing up enjoying Art Monk and Derek Green and guys like that. Talk about guys who are successful at life.
Yes, that's it.
All right, but unfortunately, there's occasionally guys who don't take the lesson. So, what are you suggesting, that we start preaching this in high school earlier?
So the concept of this book is to get this lesson and thought process built in early.
Yeah.
So
like the coach will teach it, or the
athletic
director?
Right now I got the book where it can be available as a curriculum, as a class or a course, whether we starting in middle school, high school, or even the curriculum in college.
Nice.
So
all right.
I believe if we plant the seed early and build a foundation where you can understand it, it makes it easier and as an adult, so you don't have to teach what they would say old dog new tricks. So if we can ingrain that earlier, I think we can help the future, the youth.
Exactly.
As far as everything that they're going to go through in life, they understand that they don't have to go relearn or.
Well, I love this because, I'm not trying to group people into classes, but a lot of kids who don't do great academically may gravitate towards sports.
Absolutely.
And then they're left hanging. But here's an opportunity to say, no, sports is a lesson. Sports is just as important. You need a CPA who can do math, but if you can,
there you go.
but if you can create a team, you can be a leader And then you hire a CPA. You don't have to do the math yourself necessarily.
So you just said another one, that whole team concept.
Yeah.
When you're playing sports, you go find the guy that's the best tackle, the best guard, the best center, the best quarterback, the best running back. So as a business owner, you don't have to do all those things. You just go find the best people at what they do that's in their lane, and you partner with them, and y'all can win together, just like you do on the team. So
that is perfect.
Those principles you see exhibited every day in sports. However, a lot of times we don't apply them in our own life and our own business.
Yeah, business guys, sometimes they just keep looking for guys who are carbon copies of themselves.
Exactly.
If you're a general manager, and you keep looking for guys who are just like you, when that's not what you need at all. You need a group of people who are nothing like you, because you're already you.
There you go.
You got to get the guy, like you said, you got to get the wide receiver, you got to get the linebacker, you got to get everybody.
You got to go build you a solid team, just like you see in sports. And when you don't have a solid team, you take a lot of L's, and you see that in sports as well.
All right, so Sports Life Business, the website.
It's DerrickFurlow.com, or you can go to SportsLifeBusiness.com.
Fantastic. Derrick Furlow Jr., a Vol for Life.
Yes.
That's an honorary title, isn't it?
I'm definitely grateful for that title.
Yeah, so that's when you see VFL. If you're visiting the Smoky Mountains, you wonder, what's all that VFL? This is a VFL right here. This is a perfect example of a gentleman and an athlete and a scholar and a leader and an innovator. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Derrick Furlow. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be back with more coming right up.